Well, today we would like to seize the opportunity to address a topic that we have been visualizing. We have tried to create a structure that supports everything that we pretend to say, what it is intended to be revealed, and what will be tried to be understood about a topic of actuality. And this topic of actuality has to do with what we want to share today, and that we have titled as the Great Desolation. We have talked in other segments, in other deliveries, about the pandemic and the effects that it has had in a determined particular circle of society. Today our interest goes beyond. We think that we are in the capacity of being able to address this subject in a way which is more attached to the facts, to the events, and to what it is pretended to be developed through this. That is why we believe that the most precise title that we have been able to find for this new delivery is The Great Desolation. Because the Great Desolation will try to make an extraordinary effort to capture information, analyze data and facts, locate them in the adequate perspective so that through the visionary visor we can see what is really happening nowadays. We believe we cannot be blind, we cannot be deaf, and we cannot be mute regarding to what is happening. Obviously, this subject is a very complex subject, very complicated, very difficult, and in an extenuating way, we will say problematic, because a series of institutions are altered, that the Great Desolation is bringing out, and that begin to show up in a timid way, but that are there. So as you can see, this subject of the Great Desolation is, we believe, a very complicated subject, very difficult and even dangerous, because when you get near to the base, to the structures, to the columns, to the pillars of darkness, then you force darkness to answer you. And one of the principles that rules darkness, look what an interesting thing this is its protection. Others will call it its self-protection. So here is where we have the serious problem. Altering these structures, these pillars, these columns that are beginning to be edificated with a determined purpose. Obviously, the minds that are behind this are complex and attend to one of the parts of the forbidden fruit, that is, the science of evil, obviously encapsulated, painted and embellished through the science, in between quotation marks, of good. But certainly we must know what is the science of evil, a science we believe that has not been taught to us, that yes, we have seen its fruits, we have seen the facts, but we do not have the doctrine, the ideological structure to be able to comprehend what happened in the time of Adam and Eve. But we will not delve in it because it is not a subject in this moment. The subject that worries and interests us is the Great Desolation, so we will make a series of deliveries with the purpose of explaining in a sort of pause but revealing way of what is being gestated with this Great Desolation that actually hits and raises the whole world. As always, we will allow ourselves to invite you to visit the official webpage of the Church of God. The address is churchofgod.tk, and we also invite you to write to us, to our email, thelastchurch7 in number, okay, gmail.com, and to express to us your concerns and your doubts regarding all these topics that we are trying to address in the best possible way. This is the first delivery. After this, others will come, with the purpose of tuning our senses to allow us to anticipate what soon is about to happen, so it does not befall to us and be unprepared, but to have an answer already prepared, and to be ready to take the actions and the best possible answers. We thank for the attention given, and this is the first delivery of this extraordinary subject that we will try to develop, known as the Great Desolation. Thank you very much.